In today's video, we're going to be playing the brand new Reuniclus, which is the spiritual successor to the Torterra that just rotated from Brilliant Stars. Being able to flood the board with evolutions to do big damage is quite fun. And Reuniclus is a pretty strong one-prize attacker, as it only needs 1 energy to attack, which is really strong. I'm super excited to show off my brand new Reuniclus deck in today's Pokemon TCG Live video. Torterra's successor is here. So welcome back everybody to a brand new Pokemon TCG Live Black Bull White Flare deck video. And today, we're going to be looking at this brand new Reuniclus, which is quite a powerful one-prize attacker. It's got that Evo Lariat attack that does 40 plus 40 more damage for each of your evolution Pokemon in play. So the idea of the deck, you just put evolutions down. Now, luckily, it's not like Mamoswine, where it's specifically Stage 2 Pokemon. It reminds me a lot of that old Torterra, the old Nidoqueen, where they did damage for each evolution you had on the board. And it's nice that you have to just put evolutions into play. So in this deck, we're going to be playing Drakloak as one of our main evolutions. It gives us a draw engine. And then obviously, we do have other stuff, like we have this Luxray, which can be put into play for free if you're behind in prizes. And why not play Scizor, so we have like an extra backup attacker, kind of like we're playing Gholdengo. Now, Reuniclus is a Stage 2 Pokemon itself, but it does set up nicely. It's actually got a pretty good first attack, Cellular Ascension. For each of your bench Pokemon, you can search check for a card that evolves in that Pokemon and then put it onto that Pokemon. That's actually a really good way to build up your board if you get Reuniclus out early. But obviously, we have other ways to evolve our board up, like, of course, with Technical Machine Evolution, which we're going to play 2 copies of. It's a very important card to have in the deck to find our evolutions, build up our board. Also, I've decided to play Precious Trolley as my SPEC, so basically we can just build up our board super quickly and get those evolutions out really fast. I like the idea of Trolley. You could also play Max Belt. Reuniclus does 280 damage with a full board of evolutions, so with a Max Belt, you could theoretically knock out Charizards and stuff. So maybe we could play Max Belt over Trolley in the deck. But I like Trolley because it just lets you set up your board, use Team Evo, build up your Duosions. We're going to be playing 3 Duosions. You can chain Reuniclus, use Evo Lariat a bit more effectively, but also because Solosis, one of the downsides of this deck, Solosis has 40 HP, so if you're playing against a deck spamming Monkey Dory, or of course Phantom Dive, you're going to have a hard time. So unfortunately, this deck kind of takes a bad matchup against those spread decks. I am playing 1 Clefairy in the deck. Reuniclus being a Psychic type means that if we're playing against Dragapult, we can always use Clefairy to help us one-shot Dragapult. We can one-shot Dragapult with the help of the Brave Bangle and the Gravity Mountain we have in the deck. But ultimately, I decided to put Clefairy to make Dragapult a bit more winnable. Honestly, you probably don't need the Clefairy. Plus, if you start with it, it's kind of bad. So you can probably just cut the Clefairy out altogether and just play, like, just, you know, an extra card that helps you out, like a draw support or something. But I'm going to play the Clefairy to make Dragapult a bit more winnable. But honestly, maybe it doesn't make a difference. Maybe you don't need the Clefairy for Dragapult. Maybe just taking all the Dragapult's the way to go. We are playing a little fun, goofy one-prize deck. So at the end of the day, Dragapult will still be tough, even with the addition of Clefairy, but I'm going to play it anyways just to make it a little bit more winnable. Now, before we do get the video, big shout out to the sponsor, Card Cavern TCG. If you're going to get any Pokemon TCG Live pack codes, get them over at Card Cavern. If you're looking for the main set right now, Black Bolt and White Flare, get your Black Bolt and White Flare codes over at Card Cavern. Or you want to get an older set code or some IRL product, singles, stuff like that, Card Cavern sells all that over on their website. If you get anything over there at the checkout, use my discount code LDF for a 5% discount on your order. Help yourself at Emperor Card Cavern. So check them out, link down below. And shout out to my second sponsor, TC Evolutions. If you want to go get any of the awesome product on their website, their dice, damage counters, ability markers, they got some great stuff to have when playing IRL Pokemon TCG. You can check them out down below. Use LDF over there for a 10% discount at the checkout. So yeah, shout out my 2 sponsors, and you can also check out my second channel in the description too. I just did a video talking about Boss's Order and why it might be bad for the game. It just got announced it's getting reprinted, and a lot of people are talking about why it's not a good card to bring back. So if you want to hear my thoughts and opinions on that, check out my second channel's recent video down below. So here's the list I got for the deck. Plays pretty smoothly. I really like the Drakloak engine in here. The Scizor is a nice backup attacker. I didn't really know what else to play. The alternative to Scizor could be the brand new Zoroark if you want to have a better matchup in a Gardevoir. Gardevoir is a bit more manageable because it's a bit easier to one-shot, but I could definitely see one of Zoroark being better than Scizor. But Scizor is universally just better against stuff like Raging Bolt and Gholdengo, so I like having the Scizor, but you could definitely experiment with the Zoroark idea if you want to beat Gardevoir a little bit more effectively. You can also play a Klinklang or a second Luxray in the deck. Those are 2 cards I definitely think maybe goes in here. Like, if you're going to cut the Clefairy, which maybe just cut it. Just take the fat L, the Dragapult, whatever. Just take the L to that thing. Maybe cut the Clefairy for a Klinklang or a Luxray. That might be an idea. You could definitely go down that route. I am playing a Hassel and a Research. I like the split. You can also play Hilda or Jock in here. Those are 2 other cards I considered playing too. I'm also playing 1 Picnic Basket just to help a little bit against Grimmsnarl and Dragapult. Again, a card you could definitely cut for sure if you want to take the L to those like type of decks, but I don't want to take the L to those type of decks, man. I want to beat those type of decks. They're on the ladder. At the end of the day, you can't avoid those decks. So I'm going to play a Basket in the deck, help a little bit more too. That's about it. Let's go show off the deck and see what Reuniclus is all about. All right, get into this game. They got a Monkey Dory. Well, we'll see what this is. This could be Dragapult. So we maybe want to leave a bench spot open? No, we don't. We don't even have Clefairy. Thinking about just getting all these. That's a pretty good turn one. The trolley top deck kind of goes hard, not going to lie. Let's pass. We'll see if my opponent's playing Dragapult or not. Or Gardevoir. Gardevoir would probably be, like, worst case scenario. I was thinking about maybe playing Zoroark in the deck over the Scizor. I don't know. Maybe Zoroark is better. They got Balloon and Poffin. All right, are we about to get Itchy Pollen? This might be Dragapult. Oh, it's Gholdengo. All right, we can beat Gholdengo. It's winnable. The Scizor will be good. I kind of wish I got the Scyther. Yeah, we can beat him. Our setup isn't bad. Let's see if we can draw anything good here. Nice. Let's keep her going. Get another Pokemon. It's a good turn to do TM Evo. I'm going to grab another Drakloak. I think this is fine. I just want to build on my board as much as I can, so let's do this. Recon Directive. Ooh, Scizor Research. Honestly, maybe just Research here. They didn't really do anything. I'm not going to Iono. We got Team Evo. It worked out. We got another Drakloak. The whole squad pulled up, bro. Let's go. Love when the squad pulls up. Take Luxray. It's good for next turn. If they attack with Gholdengo, do this. Duosion, we'll take it. Put that there. Attach. And we'll evolve. Alright, pretty good. I mean, we got all the squad out. The squad's online. Now, will my opponent get a knockout here? We actually have a KO on the Gholdengo. We have the Brave Bangle, which is pretty sick, so watch out their Gholdengo. They do have Monkey Dory. I don't think that's going to make much of a difference. If they bench Genesect and Fez, it's even better. Just more Pokemon we can go after and knock out, which is pretty good. Let's see how my opponent's turn plays out here. They should be able to knock me out. I'd be surprised if they didn't. Yeah, there's Switch. Yeah, hopefully they bench Genesect or something. That's what we want them to bench, because it gives us an easier knockout. And we can go after Gholdengo a little bit later on. So that's like maybe what we want to see them bench is Genesect. I want to try to get Scizor online too. But maybe we wait to reveal it. We'll let him put more abilities on the board first. This just seems a lot stronger. And then we get more value out of our Scizor. They also have a Scizor. Alright. Let's see. We should hopefully be able to KO them here. We have a bunch of Drakloaks. So, we can draw a ton of cards. We get Luxray on the board, which is good. There's another Arven for my opponent. Probably going to get Earthen Vessel, I assume. No, Esearch Pro. I mean, I guess I can play that. It doesn't really matter. Ionoing them would be pretty good. Iono knockout Dingo wouldn't be bad. Yeah, they never benched Genesect, which I wanted them to put into play. It makes this matchup a bit easier, but it might be a little bit more harder to one-shot. We're probably going to be two-shotting the Gholdengos a lot of the time, so there's that, I guess. But let's see. What do they have? Just a knockout. They need one energy, one measly little energy to kill my Solosis. This is why I'm surprised they grabbed the Esearch Pro. So having go Iono knockout seems okay. I mean, they're probably still going to KO the Reuniclus anyways, but, you know, it's just better safe than sorry. Okay. Let's see what we can do here. What's our draw? We just need, what, an energy to knock him out? Easy peasy, bro. We got a bunch of Drakloaks. Here we go. There we go. Could take the Hassel. It's fine. We're doing, what, 280? All right, what do we got off this? Boss, pretty good. Do this again. Rod. All right, cool. Good cards. I'll just blow up the active. 280 damage, not bad. Now let's see if my opponent has a good response to this knockout. We'll see what our prizes are. 3 and 5 is Clefairy and Arven. Not bad. I'll take it. We'll see if my opponent has a good response here. Because, like, ultimately, we're just going to be trading blow for blow. That's basically what this is. Just blow for blow. My opponent's best counterplay is to probably just use Scizor. Right? I guess, like, I do need to find Candy Reuniclus at some point. We have Arven, though. We should be fine. I did chain Reunicluses here. I guess, like, that's the one downside about my setup right now. But we should be okay. As long as we have both candies in the deck, technically we can knock out both Gholdengos back-to-back. We have a lot of time to win, too. We have a ton of time. The way my opponent's board is right now, it works out pretty well for us, I want to say. So should be A-okay. And there's the Genesect coming down. It's pretty good. That will make my Scizor play a little bit stronger. Yeah, this should work out. As long as we have the Genesect, or we have the Genesect, as long as we have the Rare Candy in there, this should work out pretty well, I want to say. So we can just blow up Gholdengo back to back. That's all we really want to do, is just double Reuniclus my opponent. If we never get Iono'd either, it's pretty good. They could have went in with the Scizor this turn. Looks like maybe that's what they're doing. Well, they've already attached the Mental Energy. Wasn't paying attention. And they get rid of their Iono. Ooh, even better. Fine with me. I guess like their logic is I have 3 Drakloak in play. It's actually really good they got rid of the Iono, though. Because as long as they don't play 2 Iono, I should be able to checkmate them here. They have Iron Bundle. Okay, that's fine. We can honestly give them Luxray, I think. And we're doing 240, Brave Bangle. Oh yeah, let's give him Luxray, it's fine. Give him the Luxray. And then I can bench another Solosis. I'm okay with this. This is fine. There's Fez. Ooh, now yeah, we definitely want to get Scizor down. That's what we're probably going to do here. We're going to try to get Scyther into play here so we can set up our own Scizor. No, never mind. They're counter-catching. They changed their mind. They were like, Iron Bundle. No, I'm going to counter-catch. And they're not even going to kill their Reuniclus with the energy on it. They're going to go after this one. Okay. Sure. No, that matters too much. I mean, I guess it does. I need an energy now. I would have needed an energy, I should say. Okay. Yeah, I did want to bench the... I did want to bench Scyther there and then have 2 Reuniclus and a Scyther. That would be pretty good. Assuming we have it all. Can we just do this real quick? Check the deck. Rare Candy's in there. So I'll just go ahead and grab right now. They have Duosion. Yeah. I'm basically just playing off the fact that I'm thinking my opponent doesn't have a way to deal with my board. They can Brave Bangle. As long as they can't Iono me, we should be okay. Let's just get rid of Clefairy. Then have the energies. Let's do a bunch of Recon Directives. We'll try to put good cards to the bottom of the deck. Like, we already have an Arven in our hands, so we'll take Poffin. This way, if my opponent... I don't think they play 2 Iono, but like on the off chance, like I guess you never know. Let's take the candy. Kill the Gholdengo. All right, let's see if my opponent has a response here. Because currently we have game in hand. We have Boss, KO, Genesect, or Fez. The worst thing they can do here is go Iono into... They can go Scizor or Iono, knock me out. I don't know if they're going to do that. It depends if they have an Iono. They discarded... I'm surprised they discarded the Iono. That was, like, really big that they discarded that. That's like they're... Assuming they don't have another one, that's like their only win condition at this point is to play Iono. Scizor is kind of annoying, but it doesn't really do enough. And if they play Bundle again, I'll just give them the Solosis. I maybe could have played the Super Rod, to be honest, but I didn't want to put more cards in my deck. I want to make sure that I can guarantee that I can get Reuniclus next turn. I even just boss Reuniclus, right? So even if they bundle me here, it's really not even a big deal. I'll just give them the Solosis. I can still go Brave Bangle, Knockout, Genesect, or Fez. I mean, it doesn't really matter, but yeah, it kind of does. Let's see if my opponent has a way to respond here. What do they got? If not, it looks like it's about wraps. Should be anyways. Unless they're cooking something that I don't know about. What do they got? What do they got? They have a 13-card hand. Can they muster something up here? They basically have to play Iono. Like, I think that's really their only way to win is to play Iono and pray. But they don't have an Iono. They discarded it for some reason. So that just gives me a free route to winning in that game. You can just go boss, kill Fez, or Genesect with Reuniclus. We had time. Like, even if I wasn't winning this turn, I still had, like, 2 turns to win. Like, it was pretty hard to lose. We're doing what here? 240? We just kill the Gholdengo again. Why not? Evo Lariat. That's a knockout. 270 damage. The Dengo's dead. And that's a win. Pretty good stuff. I guess the game could have been close, for sure. But this matchup's pretty good. Like, if you get to set up, it's pretty decent. All right, my opponent starts with a Clefairy. This could be Gardevoir. We'll see. Our turn 1 is kind of mid. We need an Arven here to bail us out. Oh, it's Ho-Oh Armor Rouge. Okay, Durant. Don't mill Trolley, please. Hassel? It's kind of annoying, but we'll live, I guess. Could have been worse. If that was Trolley, that would have been absolutely hilarious. Their turn 1 is pretty good. They got Ho-Oh and Charcadet down. Yeah, I need to set up here, because if my opponent gets to go turn 2 Wellspring or Hands, I kind of just lose if I can't respond KO that. They didn't get Squawk, which is almost an Iono. Oh, thank heavens. Okay, but we don't... Okay, wait. I don't know if I prize Trolley yet. Let me play this Artazon first. I don't know if Trolley's in there 100%. I'm praying that it is. Okay, good. I'm like, yeah. Didn't know if the Trolley was prized. Because I don't want Iono. They have a 3-card hand. They didn't get Squawkabilly either, which is kind of strange. They got Mew, which kind of televises their hand might be kind of mid. Which is good. Do I even bother getting Scizor? I mean, I might as well. Seems pretty good. We just need to make sure that Trolley was prized. We can go Drakloak. I could get Scizor here. I'm just going to get Drakloak and Solosis for now, though. I think this is probably just fine. Reuniclus is our best attacker. So on the off chance something does happen, I want to make sure I have a Reuniclus. I could have went double. Honestly, I probably should have went double Duosion. Yeah, I probably should have went double Duosion there, actually. Yeah, because if they have turn 2 Wellspring or Hand... Oh, they have Wellspring. It's pretty bad. Yeah, maybe I should have went double Duosion. I don't know. I wanted to get the Drakloak out, though, to have some draw. I don't know. I also could have got Scizor, which would have been good, too. They're benching Gigas. Ooh, they're down bad. They're down bad. Okay, this is good. They have the Mew. Well, now they can't even bench a Terra, so that's good. So we should be able to take the first 2 prizes easily this game. We'll see what our draw is. Nice. I'm kind of glad I went Drakloak now. This is a little awkward, though. If I had Air Balloon here, I could have went in with Reuniclus. Still don't... I don't want to play Iono. And they clearly have nothing. Probably just pass. If I had Air Balloon, I could have went in with Cellular Ascension, which would have been pretty cool. I literally could have evolved everything on the bench. That would have been sick if I got to do that. Was wait another turn. I probably... I don't know. I should have retreated Drakloak into Dreepy, actually. That's what I should have done there. That was a misplay. I think it's fine. I don't think it's a big deal, but... I should have retreated Drakloak into Dreepy. Yeah. I should have just retreated my Drakloak. I don't know. Yeah, I should have retreated Drakloak. I got Prism Energy. If they have one single Fire Energy here, they can knock me out with Full Moon Rondo. That might happen. Yeah, okay. I should have retreated. 2 boss gone, though, is pretty good. I should have retreated. Should have retreated. I may get punished for this. Yeah. I should have retreated. Don't know why I touched Reuniclus. I maybe should have also just played the Iono, in all honesty. It's fine. I think... I don't think it's actually that big of a deal that this is happening. Honestly, I could probably just go Scizor here, but... It is a slight misplay. I should have just retreated my Reuniclus. Or my Drakloak, because now I'm losing a Drakloak. It's fine. I don't think it's the end of the world. I think we're still in a pretty good spot, like, regardless. Like, as long as we... KO the Clefairy. Like, they could take 2 prizes, and I'm still probably in a fine spot. It's really not that big of a deal. But I should have retreated, though, for sure. Yeah, see? Never punished. Never punished by using punishing scissors. Alright, let's get out another... Dreepy, I guess? Another Solosis, I guess. We only have 1 Dreepy left. Alright. Iono, what do we got? Can we find more evolutions? Because this is where not having a Drakloak might be bad. Yeah, we did not get one. I have to Ultra Ball for one. One thing I'm worried about is Wellspring. Saw blocking stuff could be a problem. We don't play Shaman, so be mindful of that. Ooh, nice. Candy Reuniclus? Pretty sick. I'll just kill this Clefairy. My opponent, their best response here, well, they're down both boss. I don't know if their A-Spec is Prime Catcher or Legacy Energy, but, like, if they don't take 2 prizes this turn, I think we're in a really commanding position. Because, like, currently, they can only take 1 prize this turn. They could put, like, a Legacy Energy on something. I guess they could go, like, Gigas. Nah, that's not going to work. Armor Rouge, Legacy Energy, Chaos Scizor doesn't seem like a terrible play. We'll see. Their best play here is to try to give me a 1-prizer and use Legacy Energy. That's, I think, maybe their best play if they can pull it off. Because I won't have Counter Catcher live, and I can't boss. But that's no legacy coming on the board. It's all good. Like, if they're just throwing 2 prizers at me, I'm always going to just keep up in the prize race. Especially because my board is getting really well established here with evolutions. So, yeah, we'll see what they got. They have a 4-card hand currently. Let's see if they can continue to keep up. We'll see, we'll see. They're on both boss. I assume they play 2 to 3 bosses. They might have a bundle in the deck, which could be annoying, but it's like not the end of the world. They play a bundle. And if they don't deal with Scizor this turn, I'm just going to boss KO Durant or Mew or something. Okay, there's Ultra Ball. Getting rid of Reshiram and Fire. Like, they have to have Iron Hands, but they also need Gust. And they're down both boss, so they might only be playing 2 boss. They could play Bundle, but if they go Bundle, I'll push for Reuniclus. Yeah, they're getting Fez. Yes, that's fine. It's more damage for Scizor, too. Okay, there's an Iono. That's fine, too. My hand was kind of weak. Let's see if we can find more stuff. It's not bad. We got a Super Rod, which is good. I can get back Drakloak and the Scizor. Scizor is really good in this matchup, I think. We'll see if they attack me with this turn. It's got to be either Durant or Ho-Oh. But can Durant KO me? We have resistant to grass. Durant does KO me, okay. Because we have 170 HP, so Durant does knock me out. Durant does 180 damage? Yeah, it's a knockout. If they got away like Durant here or something. Durant or Ho-Oh. I mean, Ho-Oh is... Maybe it's better to go Ho-Oh, but can they even do... Like, they don't have enough energy, so it's got to be Durant, right? Yeah, it's got to be Durant. They could go Fez, snipe the Drakloak. But I don't think that's really the best play they can do, because then I can just knock out the Fez. It's not actually... maybe it isn't a bad play, actually, to be honest. Going Fez isn't terrible. We'll see what they do. It's probably going to be Durant. If they had another Charcadet in play, I'd say go Armor Rouge, but no. I think they're going in with Durant. Yeah. Going Fez isn't bad. I mean, they don't know I have kind of a weak hand here overall. So I should have... I kind of am punished for not going into that Dreepy with the energy on it. I do kind of feel dumb for not doing that. It's fine, though. We're still in a decent spot, as long as we don't draw too poorly. The question is, do I Drakloak before Super Rod? Not too sure. See, we draw. It's pretty good. That's a knockout. So that's good. I'm going to Drakloak. Do I need this Air Balloon? We can probably get rid of the Air Balloon. I don't really think it's too needed in this matchup. It doesn't really do anything against Wellspring. I'm going to thin out the deck. Better odds I draw a good card here, like a supporter. Then we'll Super Rod. Okay, that's not what I was looking for. Or maybe, no, maybe I should have Rodded first. Because if I get back the Scizor... Yeah, okay, maybe looking back, I should have Rodded. TBH. Yeah, you know what? Maybe I should have Rodded. Because then I could have had another Drakloak to draw into. Yeah, maybe it's better to Rod. Yeah, that's fine. We'll live. We're knocking out the Durant, which is pretty good. We have Scizor still, which is pretty good. Yeah, maybe I should have Rodded. Whatever. Weird sequencing there. Let's see what our prizes are. Boss. That's pretty good. That's pretty good. Pretty good. Boss is a really good card to have for next turn. Because we're doing, what, 160 next turn? We need 1 evolution to win if we don't get Iono'd. We might get Iono'd. We'll see. Okay, they got Area 0 and Tropicos. Let's see what their play is. Wellspring Ogerpon isn't a terrible play because they can knock out Drakloak. But they don't carry Reuniclus. Maybe it doesn't matter. But they knock out Drakloak. I don't draw an evolution. Because I only need is 1 evolution to win here. We're 1 evolution away from winning if we don't get Iono'd. Ooh, Fez. Are they going Fez? Are they doing the Fez play? Iono Fez KO Drakloak isn't a bad play. It is risky, though. But if I need 2 evolutions to KO Fez. So they actually do have that play. It's not bad. We'll see what their turn's going to look like here. Now, Spall, they're going to get a 2 prize, or they can take 2 prizes. That's the other thing. Let's see. I mean, hands isn't really that good here unless they have boss, but they're down 2 boss. They can't kill Reuniclus unless they have booster capsule. Yeah, there's the Iono. That's fine. We can still draw into good cards. We still have more stuff to draw into. Would you boss Brave Bangle? That's, I think, game, right? Because we can kill the Mew for 190 damage if they take out an evolution this turn. think they just Iono me in a game. That's kind of crazy. I just posted a video on my second channel saying that Boss is a bad card to have in the format. And this is a good example of why Boss is kind of BS. As long as, I think we just have game here. They can't put a jamming tower in play. I think it's just game. If their play is to go Fez, Snipe, Drakloak, I just go Boss, Brave Bangle for game. Yeah, it's kind of disgusting. They're moving the energy on Mew. Mew doesn't do anything. What's bro cooking? I don't want to click anything because my opponent's discard pile is kind of glitched. So if I click it, the game might break. I don't want the game to break because this is actually like a pretty close game. Their best play here is to go into... I mean, the Fez Snipe Drakloak play is actually pretty smart. I think that actually is their best play. But unfortunately, they did just give me the win. They could get... I mean, I guess they could have went Wellspring here. KO Drakloak. I don't know. Wellspring's off the board. Yeah, this Fez play actually does make sense. But yeah, unfortunately for them, they did give me game. Also, if I just draw an evolution, I win too, I think, right? Yeah, if I draw into an evolution, if I draw... Oh, no, if I draw Drakloak or Scizor, I also win the game. But I have game with Boss, which is pretty sad. This is why Boss is kind of a dumb card. This is why people don't want Boss to come back. Oh, they're sniping Scyther. Oh, okay. I actually... Does that make sense? I guess it does make sense. I think it was always best to kill Drakloak there, but I guess killing Scyther makes sense. But we don't even need Boss. We just Brave Bangle for game. And that works too. It didn't matter what they did there. Like, snipe the Drakloak, I have game regardless on your Mew. Snipe the Scyther, Brave Bangle wins me the game. Or I boss Mew for game. It didn't really matter at the end there. This matchup probably is kind of bad, though, if they get, like, early 2-prize lead with Wellspring in hands. All right, I think we had a Raging Bolt deck. Interesting. Our turn 1 isn't fantastic, though, but we can beat a Turbo Bolt deck. It's possible. Our start needs to be a little bit better. But at least we can set up some Drakloaks. I don't know. If they get, like, turn 2, Research and Sada. Karai. Oh, this is not a Raging Bolt deck. Koraidon EX. I haven't seen this card in a while. This will be interesting. Well, that's fine. I mean, it's the same thing. Just big basic kaboom. It's the same thing I'm going to do. Just try to kill their big basics. That's the plan. Sure. Another baby Koraidon. All right. There's our 1-prize attacker. It's not Raging Bolt, though. So I don't have to worry about my Dreepies getting sniped. See, hopefully we draw, like, Trolley here or something. We'll see. They have another baby Koraidon. All right. What do we top deck? That gets me Reuniclus, I guess. We have stuff in there. Trolley is in the deck. Okay. What do I want to Artazon for, then? Probably another Dreepy to play the game. Like, even though we can get Reuniclus out if they somehow kill this guy, like, I don't really care about that. I think I'd rather just establish Drakloaks to make sure I can set up. I need to make sure I can set up my board before I do anything else, so I think for now I'm going to settle with a Dreepy. Not even sure they're going to get a KO. They need Sada. Or they just have the freaking Prime Catcher, sure. Can they even attack, though? They need Sada. They're going into Squawkabilly, which is a good sign. Oh, they're motivating. All right, that's fine with me. I am A-okay with this. Another baby Koraidon. The whole squad's out in full force today. Okay, that's fine. As long as they don't kill the Dreepy, it's fine. Because I can get double Drakloak out here. I was like a little scared that Prime Catcher got played, but worked out. Hey, there we go. That's an Arven. Cool. All right, Trolley. I guess I didn't really need to get... I could have waited to play that, actually, so I can TM Evo, but it's fine. Even if I don't Team Evo, it's not the end of the world. Now we're Team Evoing. Okay, cool. That works. All right, it worked out in the end. Let's get out Drakloak Duosion. Cool. Okay. Now we're chilling. We're setting up our board. It's all good. It's all good. We got the Trolley. All right, see if my opponent takes a knockout this turn. This guy does have a KO, but the baby Koraidon does what, 150? Ooh, that's actually pretty bad. Baby Koraidon is kind of annoying. It's actually killing Reuniclus, which is pretty scary. We have CC, though. But I think killing the Koraidon's, like, fine. We probably have to go through a couple of these guys anyways. I guess killing the baby Koraidon's not the end of the world. I think if we keep up, we should be able to win the prize trade if all goes well. Okay. Let's do this. Get another Dreepy. You have no Duosions in the deck, so we have to be a little mindful of that. All right, let's get another Dreepy. I was like debating getting Scyther, but let's settle with this because I have Night Stretcher for energy. Hope I don't whiff here. Come on, give me something good. Boss Iono. Take the Iono. I think it's just best to Iono here then. Yeah. Probably should have promoted this. It's fine. I could counter catch or kill Squawk. I don't think it matters too much. And they can bench another ancient Pokemon. I don't think that really matters, though. Nah, I'll take out the Squawk. There's no reason not to. Yeah, we should kill Squawk. I mean, theoretically, it is possible to go Gus, Gus, Gus for game. But they don't have hand disruption, so maybe it's fine. Okay, right. Not a bad Iono for next turn. I think I'll just hold the rod and let's kill Squawk. We did prize some Duosion, so this would be a good time to also get Duosion off the prizes. I think taking the 2 prizes is fine. All right, what do we got? Drakloak Energy, I'll take it. You know what? Those are pretty good prizes. If we don't get Iono'd, it's pretty solid. That's the thing, though. Do they play an Iono? That's my question. The only reason to leave Squawk in play is to use Scizor as an attacker. But Scizor doesn't KO these anyways, because they only have 2 abilities on the board. I don't think they're going to bench a 3rd one, so it's like... Scizor's value is pretty bad, so I think it's better just to lean into the... Ooh, they got the booster capsule. Yeah, it's probably better to lean into the Reuniclus angle. The Scizor is doing nothing here. I just want to set up all my Drakloaks and just spam Reuniclus. Let's see if my opponent has a Gust or anything. No, just a Research. Oh, they had a Gust, but they're going to Research. Do they have anything in the deck I should be worried about? Because right now, the only thing that's problematic is the baby Koraidons being kind of annoying. But we can win the game by going Knock-It Koraidon, Gust, Sandy Shocks, or Koraidon EX for game. No, another Sandy Shocks. Yeah, nothing too crazy yet on the board. Okay, that's fine. We'll live. This is a cool deck, though. I kind of like it. I've thought about, I mean, well, last format I was thinking about Koraidon EX again. I'm like, oh yeah, Koraidon EX exists. It's like basically stuck between Bolt and Moon in like the mid category. It's cool. Kind of forgot that card existed. All right, what do we draw? Another Metal. Okay, so we'll Super Rod here, get back Duosion Solosis Reuniclus. And then Artazon out the Solosis. Do I have an Ultra Ball? Okay, good. I'm going to Drakloak before Arven. I wouldn't mind finding Hassel here. What do we got? Balloon and Team Evo. All right, give me the Balloon, I guess. All right, come on. Give me a better hit here. Luxray Iono. Take the Luxray, I guess. Come on. Oh, my. All right, well. We still have it. I was just hoping for better cards off that Drakloak. None of those cards are very, like, standout. I think we have it, right? Yeah. Just making sure. Debating between the Iono and the TM Evo. I think TM Evo's fine. I don't think we're really going to play that ever again. Plus, we probably so many Duosions. And we have all our Drakloaks in play. It's probably fine. It is what it is. It's a knockout, right? Yeah, okay, just making sure. I don't know if they're playing Hand Disruption. I'm assuming they got to be playing at least one copy of Iono. We'll see, though. All right, Duosion, come on. Please. No. Okay, this is actually kind of bad. Now we might be in trouble because I need to get another Rare Candy Reuniclus, and I currently don't have that play available. Prizing double Duosion is diabolical. Also, I've taken half my prizes, and I haven't found it yet. That is not good. That does make this a lot harder than it needs to be. They're down, what, 2 Gusting cards already? So the play is to probably... I don't know if I want to go Drakloak or Iono first. Because at this point, I'm looking for Rare Candy Reuniclus plus Duosion. We may have to have a turn where we just do nothing. Oh, it's so bad I whiffed. It's not great that I didn't get any pieces there. Off those Drakloaks. Yikes. Maybe I should have kept the Team Evo then. All right, we still have time to win. It's not the end of the world if we're whiffing another KO here, but I don't think we're gonna hit Rare Candy Reuniclus. It's possible, but it's unlikely. The other candy I think is in there. It's really annoying we didn't get a Duosion. Because if I go Duosion here and they go Gust KO it, it's pretty bad. That's the only thing I'm a little worried about here. They Gust KO my Duosion. Yeah, maybe I should have kept the TM Evo, but I think it's fine. All right, what's our top deck? Brave Bangle doesn't help. See, the question is, do I go for the... Do I Drakloak or Iono first? Because I could Drakloak and theoretically piece together Rare Candy Reuniclus and Duosion. I'm thinking just to Iono in all honesty. Let me see. I'm going to thin out Scyther. We could get Hassel, though. Okay. Okay, then maybe I do Drakloak, because I theoretically could get Hassel. Research isn't bad. Yeah, we could research. But I'm losing a boss. I'm down. I think it's fine to research. Okay, so now we need Rare Candy. 9 cards in deck, 1 candy. Get to see 4 of those 9 cards. Let's see it. Boss is good. Not candy, though. That helps me for next turn. If I get the candy here, we can set up win next turn. Come on, candy. We didn't get it. Baloney. Okay. That's pretty bad. We had a good chance of finding it, and we just got unlucky. See, now they're probably going to have boss in hand. They're down 2 Gus, but I guarantee they play 3 boss. Well, maybe they don't play 2 boss. We'll see. If Duosion lives, it's good. That was a pretty bad whiff, though. I'm still in a... I mean, I need to win in 2 turns. That's the thing. I think we can get there. It's going to be close. Let's see if they have boss. They don't have boss prime, which is, like, potentially a good sign. Let's see if they have it. 9 cards in hand. No boss. Okay, that's good. So I don't think they're going to kill anything. Nice. Should be enough to win the game then in 2 turns. As long as we... Well, now we need a... Well, we can Arven for Rare Candy. Go Rare Candy knockout, and then we just Gust Sandy Shocks for game. This might come down to hand disruption, but we can thin out our deck a little bit, and then we have triple Drakloaks. I think we'll be... I think we're still probably able to win this in 2 turns, even if we see an Iono from my opponent. I think it still works out. We can also leave it so we can, worst comes first, get Luxray back into play with taking 1 prize here. Okay, this might work out. Well, Arven for Candy. We'll kill this. Is there any way they can win next turn? I mean, I'm going to say no and hope that they just don't got it like that. Okay, let's kill this. Never mind. Okay, what's our prize? Duosion? Doesn't matter. Yeah, there you are, buddy. All right. Forgot I couldn't Iono. I guess I could have still guaranteed Reuniclus if I just Iono'd anyway. Whatever. Whatever. I don't think they could take 2 prizes. Let's see if they have a way to take 2 prizes. No hand disruptions. That's probably GG's. They could have a Tool Scrapper, so I shouldn't have played the TM. But I can also get Super Rod, and then I can Super Rod into Luxray to win the game. Lively Stadium. Does that ever matter? I don't know. Probably not, right? 320 HP Koraidon is pretty diabolical, though. I think it's fine, though. It's a weird game. It would have been better to Iono there last turn, then, I guess. Oh, they bench Fez. Well, I guess this... Actually, no, that is relevant, because Sandy Shocks does have... Okay, actually, the Fez bench works, I think, right? Yeah. They shouldn't have... Actually, they don't bench Fez here. Maybe I don't win. I think Grav Mound's in the deck, though, right? Does it matter? I don't know. I think it's fine. I think we're probably going to have it no matter what. Let's see. I think it's GG's regardless. Yeah, because we have Rod. There's another Reuniclus in there. And Grav Mountain. Okay, it's not in there. So Grav Mountain is... So our last 2 prizes are Grav Mountain and Duosion. But that is game. Yeah, we go Super Rod, back to Luxray, Drakloak, use Luxray's ability. Not good. So we had game no matter what. Okay. Just making sure. For some reason, I didn't think we were killing the Sandy Shocks. I should have played the Brave Bangle last turn because I ran the risk of my opponent potentially having a Tool Scrapper, which would have been fine because they benched Fez. If they didn't bench the Fez and scrappered away the Brave Bangle, I would have lost. So I kind of misplayed at the end there, but it worked out in the end. We got there. I like their deck. It's pretty cool. There you go. That is the Evolution Reuniclus deck. Definitely a powerful one-price deck. I mean, Reuniclus hit some decent numbers. Obviously, you are going to struggle against Dragapult, honestly. Probably just cut the Clefairy. Like, we didn't hit pull in this video, but, like, probably just cut Clefairy. Like, it is what it is. Like, just take the Elder Dragapult. I don't want to take the Elder Dragapult. Like, Clefairy does give you somewhat of a fighting chance against the Pult, I think. But honestly, maybe it's just best to say that Dragapult is just not very winnable and just cut the Clefairy out. Plus, if you start with it, it's pretty bad. So, yeah, I think we should probably just cut the Clefairy. Probably add a Klinklang or a second Luxray. Those are 100% two cards I wouldn't mind playing in here. You can play more Draw, second Hassel. You can play Hilda or Jock. Those are decent additions also. But, I like it. You could try Max Belt over Trolley if you want. That's not a bad idea either for Charizard. Definitely some ways you could approach building this Reuniclus deck. But that was me on the Reuniclus deck. If you enjoyed the video, leave a like. If you're new to the channel, subscribe down below. We are on the road to 81/90K subs. So if you enjoy the content here, make sure to subscribe down below. I'd really appreciate it. Check out the sponsors down below. Use Scroll DF. Check out my second channel. I just did a video talking about Boss's Order and why it might be bad for the game. It just got reprinted. So people are talking about it. They don't like Boss coming back. So definitely check out my video on that on the second channel. Catch y'all later. Bye-bye.